That, by the way, is T.J. Warren.
Between Butler and Warren, they have to be
And that's like two dudes doing the thing that elks do when they like lock horns and kind of like paw their hooves at the ground.
I like animal references, but the foul wasn't even that aggressive. Do they have more of a history? What's the deal?
I mean, do you see what Jimmy's saying? I'm tough. I'm tough. That's what tough people say.
You wouldn't know, obviously.
He got to see me the next time, because I feel like what he said was truly disrespectful, and it's all good because we see him again. I ain't scared of nobody. So he talking about, oh, we're gonna fight this, that. He's soft. He's not even in my league, like nowhere near me. And if I was their coach, I would never put him on me ever again. He's like, no, put somebody else on me, because I'm gonna tear his ass up every time. He's trash.
If you will, his physical, facial, and emotional.
There was like a middle finger in there. There were two guys bumping chests. So who ends up looking better here?
At first, I'm thinking no one does, but it's nice entertainment for the NBA. But then I looked up T.J. Warren's stats, something I wouldn't normally do, and I came out thinking, hey, T.J. Warren's a good basketball player. So all in all, I came out with a favorable opinion of T.J. Warren.
So the fact that you learned about T.J. Warren today is a victory for T.J. Warren.
Right, and he played reasonably good defense in the course of the game.
He averages like 18 points a game. You're actually raising a really good point. But in terms of like the masculinity duel here, like this is what's funny to me, man. T.J. Warren wasn't fighting the same fight as Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler did the thing on the court, and yeah, T.J. Warren was there. But after the game, Jimmy gave a sound. T.J. Warren did not. And then after that, Jimmy Butler went on social media and put up this. Do we have the Instagram post? Because this is Jimmy Butler circling March 20th and saying, don't be mad you can't guard me. We will see what you about in March.
So I was surprised at this step, because it seemed like after the game, he was still fuming, and this was real. Like, this was a fight. But then you go, this is just boxing promotions right at this point, and I appreciate that. I don't want them to really fight, but that's what it seems like. You're circling the game. No, if you really have a problem with somebody, that's when you go to the bus.
And it does feel like Jimmy Butler is beginning to figure out a solution to the NBA's like lagging regular season ratings. Like, can you just pick fights with everybody else? All these random people. We saw the Bulls on there. Can you pick a fight with like Otto Porter for our benefit?
I think it makes it slightly more interesting, and maybe you care a little bit more, but I'm not going to watch that game because Jimmy Butler was yelling at him. We are talking about it. In normal circumstances, we'd be talking football right here, right?
Well, I was going to say, do you have any football player condescension when you see these NBA fights? Because this is a fight for this sport.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think football players have to work themselves up to a point where fighting, every play is somewhat a fight. So I'm sometimes shocked when NBA players get to this level, but not when it's Jimmy Butler. Because Jimmy Butler lives in like a linebacker's psyche regularly. Like, that's who he is. So I'm comfortable with it. It's fine. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got fined or punched. And I learned that T.J. Warren can hoop.
Yeah, and I learned that Jimmy Butler is tough because he told us. But let's turn now to Steph Curry. Because after Giannis and the visiting Bucks beat the Warriors last night, various online body language doctors and freelance lip readers alleged that Steph was up to his old recruiting tricks. Giannis, by the way, is actually up for an extension with Milwaukee this offseason ahead of unrestricted free agency next year. So Domonique, what did that post-game vignette tell you about what's happening?
Steph's not stupid. It doesn't surprise me. I guess the only thing that surprises me is he didn't do the LeBron cover your mouth thing.
Yep.
But obviously, I assume that these text messages going on, like, that's how the NBA works. No one should be surprised by this at this point. But Giannis is an attractive option. Were you surprised by this at all?
I was not surprised, but what you mentioned about Steph not even trying to hide this, that's what's so delicious to me, because Steph is Mr. Steal Your Girl in the NBA. This is his rep.
Well done.
And what did he do after the game? At the locker, Giannis had an autographed Steph Curry jersey with reportedly a very long autograph in the 0 of the number 30. And then, by the way, what else happened? This was on Greek Heritage Night. Like, the Warriors are complicit in this, and if I'm a Bucks fan, if I'm the Milwaukee Bucks in any sense, I am so angry.
Why are you angry? Just do your job. Like, he won't leave if you do all the things that you're supposed to do. I feel like the relationship analogy brought up with Mr. Steal Your Girl, like, I'm not concerned about someone stealing my wife, because I do what I'm supposed to do. So Milwaukee, do your thing, take care of the things you're supposed to take care of, and he won't go anywhere.
But here is the fear, right? You have in Milwaukee all of these natural advantages. You have the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
You have a path to the finals that doesn't involve LeBron, it doesn't involve Kawhi, and that's great if you are trying to sell someone on championship contention. But in comes Steph Curry, who's done this with Andre Iguodala and most notably Kevin Durant. And if you're a medium-ish, smallish market, yeah, this sets off all of my insecurities.
No, but the Kevin Durant example, I think, is possibly a bad one because Kevin Durant didn't leave there with people thinking more highly of him than they did. He left there unhappy and kind of feeling like he jumped on something else. I think if there's anything to learn from that example, it's like just winning is not enough to get the things that I think these big-time NBA players want.
What's up? Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. Don't forget to download the ESPN app, and if you want more premium content, which you do, make sure that you subscribe to ESPN+. See you soon.